Brendan here this week with an update from Owner's Acres. We're here at Hastings on our southeast field. This is our big hybrid trial, so you see a lot of differences showing in hybrids now in the way the leaf structures are oriented, how much growth they put on. Real good time to evaluate here. But what we want to talk about is, you look behind me, you see corn is curling here a little bit. Just want to caution everybody, that's not necessarily a sign of moisture stress. We're out here ridging this right now. We've actually got some very good subsoil moisture here. We're dry on top, but we've got some moisture down below. Anytime we get into the 90s, corn's at this vegetative stage, you'll see it roll a little bit. So for those of you that are in a rush, I know we're all hurrying, trying to get water to stuff. Just relax a little bit. If you've got a good subsoil profile, you've got a little time. We've been watching our moisture probes. Other than incorporating some herbicides, we've thrown some water on, but we haven't had a field yet where we're really excited, although we'll probably be starting irrigating on some sand here yet tonight. And down here, once we open the ground, we're trying to get the pipe out and get water to it. So where we're at, we're about 700 GDUs. If you planted around that into April 1st of May, that means we're solid into V8 corn. Now you'll see corn put on a leaf stage about every 65 GDUs. We shorten that up from some of the longer growth stages, and you'll see this corn really take off. I know that's what we're all racing against, so getting those final herbicide applications on or treatments. I know Mother Nature has really pushed us a lot here with this rapid growth, but most of you are doing a good job. A couple things that we'll look at here moving forward is in dryland scenarios, if we stay hot and dry, which is what the next 10 days predict, we'll pull the trigger on a fungicide. We have products like TrivaPro that give us long residuals. The strobilurins will help with some respiration in these plants, help slow them down, hopefully buy us some time without putting a lot of stress on that plant, slow it down, give us an opportunity to catch a rain. You know, we still got to catch that rain, which some years we do. You know, a year ago we never did down here, but we bought ourselves some time. And with the markets where they're at, we want to give ourselves every opportunity to capitalize. Couple other things, watching for insects. Last night as I was out here on the cultivator, as dusk set, the headlights were kicking up a lot of moths. Not a lot vegetatively that's going to hurt the crop right now, but one thing we have seen down here and to be aware of is some spider mites flaring up along these bottom leaves, about 2-3 leaves up from the ground. And it's hard to see on a camera. Usually you're going to need a microscope to see them, but we've had pressure down here, and those are dry weather insects that love the heat. And you know, so we'll have to keep an eye on things like spider mites. And then as we move along, we'll try to watch some of these moth flights and see what might be issues. So far everything's been pretty minimal as far as any insect pressures. Again, like I say, we've seen a few here and there, but nothing that we're pulling the trigger on yet, although these spider mites definitely are a concern. Finally, on soybeans, you know, watch your timings. We're getting up to some of you being up against that deadline on spraying the Extend platform beans. But getting those beans treated, you know, now is a great time to start pulling tissue samples if you haven't already. Start monitoring this crop, whether you do it every week or every couple of weeks. As we go into to tassel time, we want to make sure our plants are getting all the nutrients they have. So if you're interested in tissue sampling, reach out to one of our guys. We'll get you set up. We have a couple programs we can run, but we definitely want to be monitoring this crop. So with that, everybody try to stay cool. Keep working on working on mine here. Not much of a bicep to show, but we got about a lot of white in there, so it helps. So anyway, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week.